What's up, Rockhater Clan? What's up, Rockhater Clan? What's up, Rockhater Clan? Okay, y'all see I'm in my sleeping clothes. I'm in my sleeping clothes. So, therefore, I got up strictly with this on my mind. So, this video gonna be about depression. I just wanted to talk about depression. What what depression can do to people, and what it have done to me that I overcome it. So you can't overcome it, but it's you can't overcome it, but it's powerful. It's very powerful. I just see people saying, I like the word "why" makes people so defensive. Even me, like, why make it sound like why when you tell a person why, if a person, it's like when a person crying, when the people cry they don't want to hear why. Like a person saying, why you crying? Don't nobody want to hear that. You want to, if you crying or going through something, you don't want to hear why. You want people to be there for you. There's no reason why you should be like, why you crying? You should just, if you see a person crying, just make them better, cheer them up. You ain't gotta say why. A lot of time I use how come and a lot of stuff. How come this happened? Like, how come? It make people receive it better. It make you feel like, okay, this why this happened to me. How come this happened? This how it happened. Like, it not, instead of saying why it happened to me, this how it happened. This how, like, just saying how come, or just it's receiving it better. Like, I feel like it ain't what you say is how you say it. Okay, so depression. No. Okay, I'm going too fast. When I see people, like, I see status of saying like, why this person commits, or commit suicide, I could never, or why suicide get, why a person would go to suicide, or why that person robbed somebody, or why that person killed somebody. It take one day, one bad day, one bad day to end up like a killer, a murderer, or a person who commits suicide. One bad day. It take one bad day to end up like a person that's a murderer, a robber, or a killer. One bad day. How come this happened is hopeless. When you is hopeless, meaning you're not thinking with a clear mind. All your outcomes, anxiety come with, not hopeless come with anxiety, and depression come with hopeless. Hopeless got all that in one. When you hopeless, you got anxiety, you nervous, you anxious, and you depressed. Cause you feel like nothing around you goes right. Cause probably so much stuff done went wrong, or in the trauma, anything that could go wrong, you feel like will go wrong. So you get hopeless where nothing go right. And when you get hopeless, your mind will go to just being unclear. Like you can't see nothing clear. Everything will be unclear. And this when depression really sit in, because at that time it's anxiety and anxious and weary. When you not, and then how anxiety start even with when you wearing so much you can't sleep, and when you not getting proper sleep, it bothers you. So you not sleeping, all you do is your mind racing all the time. Even when you try to go to sleep, your mind racing. So you sleeping, but you ain't at peace, meaning that you ain't getting your full sleep. You just, I say you laying down when you trying to go to sleep, but you ain't sleeping. Like you literally go to sleep, but you waking back up because you can't be in peace because your mind ain't resting. That's what it is. You sleeping, not resting. You basically sleeping, but you ain't resting. You going to sleep, but you ain't resting because your mind just steady going. You overthinking everything going on. This anxiety, wearing. And then that anxiety go to when you're not getting no sleep, your mind is really cluttered. Then when you get up, that depression hits you. And when depression hits you, it's like a switch. And everybody, I kid you not, when you going through depression, you talk about it. And this why I say, when people are, I didn't see the signs. People, yes, as humans, we got a good way of covering everything up. But when depression hit, people talk. I don't care what nobody say. When my depression hit, I talked to when people like I had hid it so good. I really didn't, cause I talked anyway. But my depression made me talk so much, and I talked, and I talked, and I talked. That was me trying to tell somebody, but I didn't know I was in depression. A lot of us don't know it's depression, cause it just come out of nowhere. You don't know if you in depression. It just happens. And when it happened, a lot of people get on social media and just say, some people say, I think I'm going through depression, or this depression hurting, or I think I'm finna end it. Like, it's so much people do. People say it in their music. A lot of times you can feel that depression if you don't went through, baby, I done experienced, so I can feel when people going through depression. And I try to help in I talk, because when that depression hit, you need them encouraging words. You need words to uplift you up. That's the only way to get through that situation. And when people asking you why, you back off from it. You can't. You gotta. You want people there for you, or uplifting you, or saying something. I'm saying anxiety with the get in your heart is when depression, anxiety handle your heart. You need them words to lift you up. It's like it. You got to have them words. That's the only way you can get out this situation. And if you ain't hearing them words, and if you in a toxic situation or in a toxic environment, oh, it gets rough. And it depends on what part of depression you in. Some people go to my depression one financially, so I want to commit suicide dealing with love, and they're not love from a mate. All right, not from a mate. It was love from a person, like my family member, somebody I was really close to. My anxiety at that time, cause no, I rebuke anxiety, cause I don't worry. Like what's I relax. What's for me will be for me. If it's not, so I learned to now relax through this situation. I can't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna worry about itself. Like, you literally can't have. I don't have no worries. I just let that stuff go because it will drive you crazy. So therefore, I just be like, I deal with it when I deal with it. That's how I deal with stuff. Like, I literally do not let. I give it all to God. I kid you not. I done got so into church, man. I'm still me, but I go to church, and believing in God is having hope and faith. And I got so much hope and faith, and they run together. Like, I hope I'm gonna make it, but I got faith that I am gonna make it. You get it? Like, yeah. So, and I got hope that I'm gonna get through everything, and I got faith that I am getting through it. Like, yeah, because what I done been through. Come on. So I got both of them, and just believing in God is having faith and hope. I see everything with a clear head, like, cause I got faith and hope. Where I'm not, my everything I go through, I'm always hoping and having faith of a good outcome. Even if it's bad, I still got a good outcome on it. That's how I think, and that's why I'm in the church to give back my hope and faith, cause I had got to a point where I was hopeless, and when you hopeless, you don't see nothing clear. Being heavilish and devilish mean you don't see nothing clear. Nothing clear. It's like, I'm gonna give you an example. It's like driving down the highway and you on E, but you driving. If you living hopeless, devilish, and with hell, you ain't gonna see you don't see clearly. Meaning you pass, and then when you run out of gas on the side of the road, you on the highway on your way to the house, and but you run out. Okay, I'm gonna do this example again. If you on E, but you trying to make it home, and you on the highway. If you living heavilish or devilish, I mean, you ain't seeing clear. So if you run out of gas on the highway, you gonna say, it can't be no guy. If it was a guy, why I run out of gas? If it was a real guy, I wouldn't run out of gas. God also give you common sense. Now, you would have known to stop and got some gas, then made it home, if you was living with hope and faith. Meaning you see it clearly. You can see clearly where I'm driving on the highway. Okay, okay, I see a sign that say it's gas. So let me pull up and go and get some gas, then I'm gonna get home. But if you're not seeing nothing clearly, you're gonna like, I know my car, I'm gonna make it. Like, and then you thinking you know a car that you really don't know. Cause even if we had a car for 10 years, I mean, cars mess up too. Who say that day your car just was completely on empty? Like, you been riding because you ain't thinking clearly. What if you been riding on E? What if it got to past the E and then have no more in it? So you ain't thinking clearly where to stop and get some gas. Now you lost your faith in God because you like, if it was a God, I wouldn't have ran out of gas. But God give us common sense to see things clearly. He put up signs. He literally put people in place to put up signs to say there's gas, so go and get it. Go get the gas. So it just make you see stuff more clearly. And depression have you not seeing nothing clearly. And that's how mine wasn't financially. You know, I jump all over the place. Mine wasn't financially. So some people go through depression financially. And if you're not financially, maybe you're thinking of robbing. Or maybe you're thinking of killing, or it can put you in depression. Depression can be also somebody messing with you so long that you just don't know what to do but kill this person. Or humans can put you in depression fast. Like it take one bad day. It take one bad day to end up like a murderer, a robber, or a person that commits suicide. Cause that depression is real and it hits you. And when I hear people say, like, why I didn't see the signs, I'm telling you, everybody talk when they go through this stuff. Some you can hide it, but a lot of us speak out on it. And not everybody comfortable saying they depressed, but we say it in so many ways. So if you talking back to a person, you can feel like you get it, like what a person going through. A lot of people will say, I think I'm going through depression. Like this depressing. I'm depressed right now. And a lot of people like, I don't know what's going on with me. I ain't happy. I'm not sad. I'm like, that's depression. When I talk to people, when I read certain status or certain tweets, I reach out because I know that feeling of not feeling like you don't have nobody in your corner. When the whole time I had people in my corner, but I was so gone, not sleeping at night, and just so gone, and nobody noticing that I'm not sleeping. Nobody noticing that I'm fidgeting. Nobody noticing that I'm not myself. But people was noticing I wasn't myself, but I wasn't talking, but I was talking. And they wondering like, what is going on with Rob? Because this ain't him. When you know it ain't me, you should have been like reaching out or saying something. But I went through that alone. But I ended up having people there that helped me through that. That I thought I was alone, but I wasn't alone. I got myself out of that situation. I pulled myself out of that situation, and having faith and hope. I still, even with going through that stuff I went through, I still had faith and hope. And I got to the point where this person with a strong mind that be there for everybody, that's nice looking, with a body, that got all these things going on that's good in my life, hit depression. So it can happen to anybody. So like, and then I use drugs to cope with a lot of stuff. I'm 3 months clean. Tomorrow, May the 5th, will be 4 months. Hello, no drugs, no nothing. But drugs is a cope mechanism, and a lot of us use it to cope, but it don't, right, like, cause being on drugs could help you not face reality. And people like, I just have to get to another round. Yeah, but you gotta, whatever high gotta come down. So you gonna always have to face it. To me, unless you just stay high. And if you stay high or whatever it is, drugs you want, if you stay that way, and you gonna come to depending on that, and now then you're gonna be stuck in that realm of not living. You think you living but not living, or you don't care what's going on around you. That was me for 3 years, not wanting to face the world. And for 3 years I was in my house, from my house to my couch to my bed, for 3 years, thinking I was living. I let 3 years pass me by because I didn't want to take ownership and accountability. I'm grown, why not? But I didn't want to take it. And I ain't judging nobody, I'm talking about me. I didn't want to take accountability like I'm doing now, accountability and ownership. Standing up in this and handling it. Because what's hope and faith without moving? You have to get stuff done. I can't say I want to be this big person and not doing nothing to become it. Yeah, I'm praying to him and saying I want it done. But he put everything, he got positions. He put people in positions to make things, to make people do things. For example, whoever he put in do YouTube, he put the site up there. He put somebody to give us the site and gave us and told us, there you go. Do what you gotta do to get it. I see it. You just gotta want it. I got fire in me, that like faith and hope, baby. I got something so strong that it can't be taken away. That's why I'm constantly working to be the best. Hey, you can't. I feel like you gotta move with your prayer. You can't say you want something and not move with it. I look all right today, don't it? Anyways, y'all, don't pay me no mind, but well, pay me some mind, but it's just you gotta move with your prayer. You can't just sit on a prayer and say, I want this to go on, but you sitting down and not doing nothing. You gotta move with them. So I'm moving with them, and I know how it feels to be depressed and get to the point where you want to kill somebody, where you want to rob somebody, and where you want to commit suicide. I don't judge nobody that get in them positions, because I know it take only one bad day to end up like that. And a lot of people, that's why a lot of people do work to keep their mind from doing it. Everybody ain't on drugs. A lot of us work to keep our mind on it. I'm a content creator. You should see me trying to put in the work for YouTube, trying to put in work for my PRN. PRN. I'm putting in work, just releasing stuff. And then it ain't just me putting in it and not putting my heart in. I'm putting my soul in it. You can feel it when I'm talking to you on YouTube, and you can feel it when I'm on PRN. You can feel that I'm serious about this and I'm really hungry. Like this, like I'm pushing. Now, they say all money ain't good money. Well, that's hard to say that all money ain't good money. Like, I ain't know that saying ain't for some sayings is you gotta get your own understanding. Cause that saying right there, all money ain't good money. So what's good money? What's bad money? Cause at this point, a job. And everybody putting a price, like everybody put a price on they self. Everybody got a price. Believe it or not, everybody in this world have a price. If you working, you have a price. That means you put a price on yourself. If they tell you making $20 an hour, that's putting a price on yourself. You making $30 an hour, you put a price on yourself. And with my job, I put a price. I put a price on myself. Everybody got a price. If you're doing YouTube, you got a price. You know, if you make your first check and you want it bigger, you got to keep putting out content to make a bigger check. That's putting a price on yourself. It's like I don't make nothing for just for me. I just talking for, like, I don't make something just for me. Like, what I mean by that is, like, some people speak of a scripture just for them, to make it work for them. No, you have to. That's if it works for you, it works for you. But I make it right for everybody. So I'm just saying it for everybody, because this is for everybody. This is how it really is. Like, stop making stuff just for you, because that ain't how it. We have to learn to say, that's cool what you do, I just can't do it. That's if somebody can receive it better. You right. This ain't for you. That's why you not doing it. I understand. I'm doing it because it's for me. I like doing this. This is something I'm comfortable with. I don't mind doing this. What's not for me may be for you, and what's for you might not be for me. It's just like that's with anything in this world. That's it. You can't make something just right for you. Like, well, it can be just right for you. It's for you. It ain't for me. But I make stuff where everybody can understand it. I like explaining it where everybody can understand it. Saying it like that make everybody understand it. A job is a job. And when they kill me, when they say you can't compare the two, why can I? It's a job. But I'm doing the same thing you doing. I get up and clock in, and I clock out. Only difference is I don't have to be there. You do. That's the only difference. And you really ain't got to be there either. Both of them optional. If we don't want to work, we ain't got to. It's if you don't want to work today, you don't have to. We all in this world don't have to work. If people help people, what this world is. People that build houses help people to get in houses. People that people that paying rent helping the other person with their rent or their mortgage. Like, help people. This world about that. It's really about helping. It ain't really about hurt people. That's why everybody helping somebody. Just like when you move out of apartment. When you move out of apartment, you feel like, oh, I'm tired of this apartment. It was nasty. Wasn't nothing good about it. You get out of apartment. But the next person probably ain't had an apartment looking for their apartment. They getting that apartment and treasure it. That's why they say last person trash was the next person treasure. Well, I'm probably saying it wrong, but you get it. Because it's true. And it's just like in relationships. Not all, when people be like, you're going to lose me and you'll never find nobody like me. You're not a blessing to everybody. Somebody probably like that was a headache that they got rid of and give it somebody and then blossom. They become this person they never thought they could be. They become this person. Then you send them like, dang, they were good for that person. I fixed them up or made them better for you. Maybe you wasn't that person blessing. And they go vice versa to both. Like, sometimes people just not people blessings. Not everybody somebody blessing. So you gotta look at it like that too. But this all I got today. Like I said, I know how it is to be depressed. I know how it is to have anxiety. I know how it is to be weary. I know how it is to be anxious. And you can get over it. Like, I literally pray that stuff out for me, give it up to God, and I let it go. And that's not, when I give it up to God, that's faith and hope, and I believe. So therefore, when I give it up, I think about I like I said, I think about all the good I have done accomplished, all the things I have done accomplished, and all the things I have done got over. So it helps. It helps when I say, all this stuff I had undone, and this little stuff I'm going through now, I can get over it. This too shall pass. That's in everything that happened. This too shall pass. And if you're not thinking clear, you won't think like that. This too shall pass. Anything shall pass. You ain't gonna be in a storm. The storm don't last forever. You see, when it rain outside, it eventually get pretty. So that's even motivation. This too shall pass. So whatever you going through, boo, this too shall pass. Like, you gonna get over it. So I'm not asking for money, but if you send, I'm generous. All I'm asking you to do is to what you do on your phone every day, and that's tap it. So like, comment, share me, and subscribe, and hit that buzzer. I say hit that buzzer, like, take it off, take it off, take. You know I watch the Masked Singer. That's crazy. But hit that bell so you know when I post. Love you. Mwah.